Think about you hire someone and now you're going to teach them something to do. So you call them, look, this is how you do this thing here, now go do it. Or you just pass, oh, this, do that. Now, if you don't teach your people properly and you don't train people, then they will not be able to do the things that you want them to do and how you want them to do it. And then you will complain as to why they're doing it this way. And maybe they're not thinking, whatever excuses might be coming along, or blame, maybe blaming them for how they're performing. Now, if you want to avoid that kind of, hiccups or communication problem where people are not getting trained, start working on your delegation process. Now, if you're going to train someone, or maybe your team member is going to train someone, they must know to do the work first. Okay, you must know what this thing entails, how to do it before you can go about training someone. And if you're going to train someone, let them know you are training them and you're not showing them how to do this thing. Okay, so showing means that tomorrow they'll come again and they'll expect you to show them again and again and again. Okay, but then when you say, okay, I am training you, I'm expecting you to know this thing when I'm finished, that you can do it too. So how do we do a delegation? So think about first, let me see, can you see here? Start with I do, meaning you need to know how to do the work or the task or whatever it is, you know it. So now that you know it, you have somebody, you're telling them, I'm going to train you now, okay? So I would like for you to watch whilst I do. So presently, you're doing the work, you're doing the task or whatever it is that you're training, you're doing it, and you ask them, I do, and you can do watch. Okay? Then, whilst they're watching you, is that maybe they might have some questions as you go by. Certain things might not be clear. Let them take notes or write down anything that they want to ask, or any way that it will make it easier. I must say, though, that before you start training somebody on something, make sure you have a step-by-step process, that what you're following, so that they know how to follow that same process to get the work done. Okay, so train with a process. Now that you're doing it and they're watching you, many people actually stop here. Okay, now you go do it. So the process continues where now, as you did, they watch, now we're going to do it together. Okay, so we do. With them, you are doing this task that you're training them on. So we're doing it together. They get to learn more, and then what will happen now is that you will do it, you do, and I will watch. So if I'm training you, now I'm watching you as you do it. At this stage here, the person might not get everything and you might need to step in back. So you might end up going back a little bit to the we do part at this stage here. Then when you have we do, and that person now understand how to do it, you let them do it again, you watch them, and then what happens now, they can do it now. So sorry, you do. Now that person is able to do the work. So yes, this looks like a lot of time, and this is what many people run away from. They think that, oh, I don't have the time to go through all of this here, right? I just want to show them it, and that they need to know it and follow and do it after I show them. Now, if you do like that, then likely people are not going to get a complete training how to do something, and that may be also why they're not performing. So look back at the way that you're training your team. Look back at the way the trainers are training the team. Are they following a delegation process? Okay, are they ones who are competent enough to do it before they even train? Do they do it whilst the person is watching? And then do they do it together, right? Do they do it together, make any recommendations and whatever? And then do they allow the person to do whilst they are observant to see if they're doing it correctly. And then you hand it over to the person that now I will do it. Okay? Or I should say, now you go and do the work now because now you know how to do it. So look at this and see where maybe you're slack enough. Understand that when somebody is maybe now they're doing it, they might be slow. Okay, they might be a little bit slow. It's like you're going to ride a bike, right? And now you're learning to ride. You're not going to be, dashing down the road or in some sort of speed. You're carefully going and maneuver, get a feel of the bike and the balancing and all of that. So you might be a little bit slow. Same thing, the team is learning something new and they're learning it your way or whatever. So they might be a little bit slow. They might make one and two mistakes. So be catering for that happening as you delegate. Eventually, they will pick up speed. Eventually, they will minimize in the number of errors. So be patient also, and if you are training them properly, you are going to get better results. So stop your complaining and ask yourself, did I take ownership for the way I train this person? Did I follow a proper delegation process?